Well, we've got some samples from Xerjoff, and we need to talk about them. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the RAFscents channel, and I'm so sorry that it's been a little while since I have posted. A few things came up in my life that required quite a bit of my attention, so I just had to, compose myself, make sure everything was good. But overall, I'm super happy to be back hanging out with y'all. So let's get right to it. If you're a fragrance guy like me, chances are you have a decent collection of fragrance samples. I have about 75 to 100. I keep them in this little basket, and I'm pretty sure that even a few of you guys have more than I do, But this is a very important part of the fragrance buying process. Not everybody is down with buying fragrances, especially when it comes to niche. Let's take one of my favorite niche houses, for example, Xerjoff. They are a very high quality house. They have some very unique fragrances, but they also come at a very high price. So sampling ahead of time is an important part in learning how it's going to react on your skin. How do I even like how it smells? All of these things. So I have 8 fragrance samples from Xerjoff that we're going to go over today. I'm going to spray them, tell you how they smell, let you know what I think about them, and I will also tell you if I would personally buy a full bottle of these at full price. So let's get into it. Now, before we start, let me say that I am not blind reacting to these fragrances. I've smelled all of them at least one time. Some of them I've sprayed on multiple times because they smell absolutely amazing, but we'll get into those the further on down the list we get. Now, this first one is from Xerjoff's Casamarati collection. It is called Mephisto. Now, this fragrance is meant to be a spring and summer fragrance. It's got some very heavy citrus notes on the top like grapefruit, bergamot, and lemon. Then some distinct floral notes like rose, iris, and lavender. And then the base notes are more woody with some sandalwood and some cedar, but it's also got some musk and amber in there. So I've got a scent strip. Let's test it out and see what it smells like. It's not spraying very well, but we'll try it. Okay, so this fragrance, as I'm spraying it on, all right, I know I've said I've smelled this before, but it has been a while, so it's kind of, I'm kind of reintroducing myself to it. I absolutely get floral notes and citrusy notes at the top. I think all of these really do work in tandem with each other. I definitely see its application for the spring and summertime. However, it comes off, even though Fragrantica lists it as more of a masculine fragrance, I definitely think this one is more based around a feminine type of personality, a more feminine guy. But I'm not the biggest fan of it. It kind of reminds me of Creed's Millésime Impérial with its muskiness. It's got that sharp amber in there, that sharp citrus in there, almost a bit of a salty type of vibe to it, but that's the heavy rose coming out of it. I'm not picking up much of the iris. The lavender is in there a little bit, but it's very, very sharp with the musk, very, very sharp with the rose and the citrus. I would probably rank this one as about a 5.5 out of 10. Would I buy this at full price? Would I get a full bottle of this? No, I don't think I'm going to. But I definitely pick up the quality in it. So you may like this, but this is why you sample. Next up in our fragrance samples, we have Xerjoff's Kobe. This is a 2009 release from Xerjoff that is also a spring and summertime fragrance. It is denoted by a citrusy opening with some bergamot, orange, and a little bit of labdanum, which also gives it a white floral touch. Then it's got some green notes right there in the middle with some neroli, petitgrain, and orange blossom. But then the bottom notes are a little bit sweet and resinous, a little bit woody. It's got some Brazilian rosewood, some agar wood like oud, some tonka bean, benzoin, and ambergris. So let's check this out because it is denoted, it's not even spraying, as a unisex fragrance. All right, but let's, come on, it's not even spraying. It gave me one spray. Let's see if I got it. I definitely got that, actually. It gave me one spray, and I'm telling you what, I can definitely smell this on here. So this has maturity written all over it, okay? The green notes definitely play a big part in this. I smell a lot of neroli in this fragrance. Now, I'm not spraying it on my skin right now. I was trying to avoid spraying it on my skin, but my skin will change the way that this fragrance reacts. I'm not picking up any, maybe some light oud, but not very heavy on that. But there's definitely some of that citrusy opening. I can smell the white florals in there. I can smell the neroli in there big time, and maybe a little bit of that tonka bean. But it is mature in its presentation, and it is definitely unisex. Would I wear this one? I may give this one a shot, okay? I do appreciate good mature fragrances, but this one is bordering on the line of, something my grandfather would have worn, or even my grandmother for that example. I remember they used to go to this Baptist church up in Asheville, North Carolina, and I would always smell my grandmother on Sunday mornings wearing this pungent perfume that had a lot of neroli in it. It wasn't bad, it was just very, 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 very out there. And I do pick up some of those same vibes from here. It's definitely going to be strong. I would not overspray with this, but if you don't mind a more mature fragrance for the springtime, definitely think it's going to be formal. I would definitely take a look at Kobe. Overall, I give it about a 6.5. Would I buy a full bottle of it? I am up in the air on it. I can't say yes or no. We started off with 2 spring and summer scents, and I was like, what the hell, let's go for number 3 in a row. So I brought this one out from the Casa Murati collection yet again. This one is Fiero. It is a 2010 release that is denoted as a citrusy, but aromatic and kind of a fresh, spicy scent as well. So let's give this one a couple of sprays and see how this one does. It's been a while since I've smelled this one. I don't quite remember it. Oh, okay. This one is coming back to me actually, because its top notes are supposed to be blood orange, bergamot, and lemongrass. And I'm definitely getting that lemongrass and blood orange mixed in there. Now, as it dries off, some of the middle notes are going to be neroli, mint, and some tarragon and thyme, giving it kind of that aromatic and spicy type of vibe. And then right at the bottom, you've got some sandalwood, some patchouli, some vetiver, some of those classic notes that do kind of denote like a fresh, spicy, and almost fougere type scent. This is bordering on something that would be like a barbershop type scent. It kind of smells like the type of fragrance that Creed Viking is. You know what I'm saying? Creed Viking has that mint, that rose, a little bit of absinthe in there. But this one right here, it's got that mint, neroli, and tarragon in the middle, and that lemongrass right there on the top. I'm picking up a lot of lemon, a lot of blood orange in there. This one is nice. I think this is going to get about a 7.5 from me. I think this is more of probably the most masculine of the fragrances that I have smelled thus far. Like I said, spring and summertime, daytime for sure. And I'm also seeing that this could be used in formal settings. This could be used as an everyday wear. It's just got a really nice presentation. It's gonna give you a little burst of elegance. 7.5 on my scale. Would I get this at full price or in a full bottle? Yes, but eventually. It's not going to be the first thing that I buy. It would probably be something I would buy if I were trying to get a well-rounded Xerjoff collection. You would definitely need this in that collection for sure. So this is Fiero. I definitely recommend checking it out. Get the sample. All right, fragrance sample number 4 from Xerjoff. We finally get one that is suited more for the fall and winter time. It's going to be fruity, it's going to be rosy, and oud-y. It is called Soprano. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the note breakdown looks a little bit iffy to me, all right? The top notes are very sweet. It's got some leche, some bergamot, and some other fruity notes. As it dries off, you've got some rose, some osmanthus, and milk, okay, and a little bit of jasmine, followed by some patchouli, oud, and leather at the bottom. And for myself, as much as I love oud, I'm not the biggest fan of it when it is mixed with floral fragrances, at least none that are too heavy. So I'm a little bit iffy on how this one's going to smell, but I am not one to back down from a challenge. Let's give it a go. Set it right there. Okay. All right, so I'll be honest, this is not an offensive scent. I am pleased with that. However, I will say that it is very feminine. I think this is definitely more of a lady's scent with the leche and the fruity notes. You can pick up the rose in there. I get more of the, believe it or not, I get some of that milkiness in there. It kind of adds, a certain level of, a certain level, I don't want to say thickness, but a certain level of heaviness to the fragrance. I do like it. Okay, I do like it. I would say that this would be about an 8 on my scale. I really do think I'm liking it more and more the more I smell it. All right, I do see it being more used for the fall and winter time because it is a heavy scent. I can tell that this is going to last for quite a while, which is sort of unusual for some female fragrances. I sometimes get the feeling that they don't always last as long as I would like them to, at least the ones that have this type of scent profile. But it smells absolutely amazing. I really do like this. However, would I buy this? No. It is a little bit too feminine for me. Would my wife buy this one? I think she's going to be more prone to buy this one. So if you have a young lady in your life, or if you're a guy that just likes feminine type fragrances, this is a really strong contender. It is Soprano. You should absolutely take a look at it. All right, guys, I'm super excited to bring you fragrance number 5 from Xerjoff. It is one that I am not ashamed to say that I've worn a ton. This one is called Toni Iommi's Monkey Special. If you are a musician, you will know that Toni Iommi is the guitarist of Black Sabbath, and Monkey Special is the name of his guitar. It is such an amazing fragrance, and guys, I'm telling you, if you want to smell like an absolute boss, this is a great fragrance to go with. It is boozy, it is bad boyish, a little bit fruity, a little bit woody, a little bit sweet. It's just kind of all of those really awesome things mixed in there. Top notes, you're gonna have rum, passion fruit, and bergamot. As you dry off in the middle notes, you've got some cinnamon, leather, some patchouli, and rose. And then finally, the base notes, you've got caramel, vanilla, tonka beans, sandalwood, some musk, and ambergris. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this right here. Come on, there we go. Nice. Oh, my Lord. I'm just gonna keep this right here while I'm talking. If you don't like it, turn the channel off. I don't care. I love this scent. My friends, okay, I threw it away. I lied. Anyways, my friends, this one smells so freaking good. It is boozy. It's got that leather in there. You've got a little bit of that sandalwood. You've got the caramel that really comes through, the cinnamon. It is a very unique but very wonderful fragrance. I have worn this one multiple times. I've gotten a lot of compliments from this. It stays on my skin for 10 hours. All right, so I absolutely recommend that you purchase this one. I give this fragrance right here a 9.5 out of 10. Why do I restrict it to 9.5 instead of 10? Only because it is going to be more suited for fall and winter time and maybe early spring. It is not quite versatile enough to get the full 10 rating from Mr. Jesse from RAFscents. However, I will tell you unequivocally that I will be purchasing a bottle of this. I will purchase it at full price. It doesn't matter. I will pay it. Oh, and by the way, not only does a bottle look awesome, but when you purchase a bottle of Monkey Special, you get a guitar pick with it. I mean, it is such a great presentation. Anyways, Toni Iommi's Monkey Special. You definitely need to sample this one before you try it, but I promise you're going to like it. All right, fragrance number 6. We are going back to spring and summer fragrances, and this one is called Amabile. A-M-A-B-I-L-E. What is up with all of these names that I can't pronounce? I am a redneck from the United States, and I can't pronounce these things sometimes. Amabile. I'm just gonna go with that. Okay. I read the notes over this before I sampled this one, and I don't remember sampling it. Okay, I know that I have, but I don't remember sampling it. And I'm a little bit iffy. It's got some sweet and citrusy notes like some apple, lemon, and bergamot with a little bit of orange blossom at the top. Cardamom, pink pepper, jasmine, cedar, some Mexican vanilla, not regular vanilla. It's got to come from Mexico to be in the Amabile, Amabile, and some white musk and patchouli. Yeah, whatever. Let's see how it smells, okay? Come on, get out of there. Jesse. Ah, dang it, man. Amabile. Oh, there we go. I got some on there. All right. So the first thing that comes to mind when I spray this is that it smells like trash. I don't like this. Okay? I give this one a freaking 1. If I'm trying to be as objective as possible. If you like wearing trash, you will like this, okay? I try to put a positive spin on it. You may like trash, okay? If you like trash, if you like dumpster diving, if you like rolling around in garbage, you may like this one. I don't like this one, okay? It's very pungent. It was very pungent to me when I sprayed this one on, okay? It was piercing. I've got a bit of a headache coming on. Now I'm in a bad mood. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy this one, okay? I'm trying to figure out how I can not be as dramatic, but it's hard for me. It is hard for me sometimes to not be dramatic when something smells like this does. And this is a 2020 release. This is one of their latest ones, but there's a reason that this fragrance was rated in the mid-3s on Fragrantica. Just saying, there's a lot more people out there that did not like this. Chances are you will not like it either, but you can change my mind in the comments. I don't mind getting into arguments in the comments. It does help my engagement, okay? So do whatever you gotta do, but this is shit. All right, fragrance number 7, and it is a popular one. This one is Torino 21. Yet another spring and summer fragrance. Great for the daytime. I have smelled this one a couple of times. I'm somewhat familiar with it, but we're still gonna sample it yet again because that's what we do. But it is fresh, it is green, somewhat aromatic, some top notes of lemon, some mint, and some basil. As it dries off, you get some lavender, some black currant, and then finally some musk and lemon verbena at the bottom. I guess that's kind of a green type of lemon vibe. I don't know what that is. It just says it on Fragrantica. I read it and try to interpret it. But anyways, let's give it a spray and see exactly if this thing will spray. Where's the hole? There it is. That's what she said. All right. All right, let's try it out. Oh, yeah. 8.5 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Oh, this one, oh shit. This one, guys, I like this a lot, man. Torino 21, I don't remember it being this good. And I can tell right off the bat, the lemon and mint right up the top. It is a very, very good combination, man. Oh, yes. Okay, so spring and summertime, definitely. Daytime, definitely. It's not gonna be something like a beach scent. It's not gonna be something you wear to the pool. But this is a good everyday type of wear. My wife and I, we really, she struck the mother load whenever she married me because I happen to love to shop. I could go to outlet malls, I could go to a mall, a department store, and I could have a great time spending 2 hours in there walking around, trying things on. It's a great time, man. This is something that I would wear on a summer day if we go to antique shops, if we're walking around in a downtown area, if we're walking around in a mall, just kind of having a fun day out. That is Torino 21. I really enjoy this one. I will be purchasing a full bottle of this one, and I don't mind paying full price for it. I think it is very well rounded, and you should absolutely try yourself a sample of it if you haven't already. So you guys know I usually do 7 fragrances, but I could not go making this list without mentioning this final fragrance. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it is a 10 out of 10 fragrance for me. I think this one ranks up there with Xerjoff's Naxos, which is another one that is close to my heart. Love this fragrance. It is Xerjoff's 40 Knots. This is a fragrance sample that was sent to me by a niche fragrance company overseas of all places. They sent me a really nice advent calendar full of niche samples. It was just a great present to get, and this one was in there. And guys, I'm gonna go ahead and spray it on my skin. I don't even care. 2 sprays of that. I've worn this one quite a lot, and I'm gonna continue to wear this. Don't have a full bottle of it yet, but oh, I absolutely will. Guys, woody notes in there like cedar. There's some salt water, some seawater notes, and some other green notes that kind of round it all out. This is a fantastic summer fragrance. Summer only, day and night. You can kind of pull it off in late spring, but it has, you know, it has the makings of a typical summer. You know, right there in between Memorial Day in May and also Labor Day. That's kind of when summer, you know, unofficially begins and unofficially ends. I'm gonna wear this all over the place. I would absolutely pay full price for this one. It lasts about 9 to 10 hours, and I'm telling you, it lasts in the heat as well, and it is worthy of being considered a signature fragrance. Guys, that's all I'm gonna say on this, okay? It gets a 10 out of 10 rating. I don't have a full bottle, like I said, but I will, I promise you that. So you see, guys, some of these fragrances were good, some of them were not so good, and there was everything in between. And, you know, this is Xerjoff. You know, they are one of the highest quality niche fragrance houses out there. They have some amazing scents, but they have some that, in my opinion, absolutely miss. But before you go off, start paying $250, $300 for a bottle of fragrance, you need to go through this process that we just did. However, don't wear it on, you know, don't smell it on scent strips so much. Wear it on your skin, just like I did the 40 knots. You'll be able to get the full experience of it, and you'll know how it wears on your skin. You'll know when you need to wear it, how long it lasts, the whole shebang, all right? I'm so glad you guys joined me. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I promise I will be back with more videos in the coming future. I love y'all. We'll see you next time.